Nobody believed I could kill a giant, not even my brothers. But when I stepped onto that battlefield, everything changed.
Many years ago, when King Saul still ruled over Israel, the land trembled with the sounds of war. The Philistines had risen once again, gathering their warriors on the hills of Judah, near the town of Socho. Their camp bristled with armor and weapons. And in the valley of Elah, the army of Israel gathered to meet them. One army stood on one hill, the other across the valley. Between them lay silence, waiting to be broken. From a Philistine camp came a figure who darkened the valley with his presence, Goliath of Gath, a monstrous man, over 9 feet tall, draped in bronze armor that gleamed like fire in the sun. His spear was thick as a weaver's beam, and his roar echoed like thunder. Every day, for 40 days, Goliath came forward and mocked Israel. "Send me a man," he bellowed. "If he defeats me, we'll serve you. But if I win, you'll serve us." Not a single Israelite moved. Even Saul, their king, trembled behind his armor. Far from the battlefield, in the town of Bethlehem, lived a young shepherd named David. He was the youngest son of Jesse, a quiet boy with quick hands and a fierce heart. One morning, his father sent him with bread and cheese for his brothers at the front line. David obeyed, not knowing he was walking toward destiny. When David arrived at the camp, he heard Goliath's challenge echo through the valley. He watched his men twice his size turn away in fear. "Who is this giant?" David asked, "that he dares to defy the armies of the living God?" His brothers scoffed. "Go home, shepherd. This is no place for a boy." But David would not be silenced. Word of David's boldness reached Saul. The king summoned him and asked, "How can you fight him? You're just a youth." But David told him stories of lions and bears he had fought off to protect his sheep. "The same God who delivered me then," he said, "will deliver me now." Reluctantly, Saul gave his armor to David, but the weight was too much. "I cannot fight with what I haven't tested," David said, removing the armor. He took only his staff, his sling, and 5 smooth stones from the brook. As David stepped onto the battlefield, Goliath laughed. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" David didn't flinch. "You come with a sword and spear," he called, "but I come in the name of the Lord of hosts. Today, he will deliver you into my hands." David standing boldly across from Goliath in the open field, sling in hand. Goliath sneers, surrounded by his towering armor. Dust swirls in the space between them. With a cry, Goliath charged, but David ran forward too, reaching into his pouch. He loaded a single stone, swung his sling, and let it fly. The stone struck Goliath's forehead with a crack that silenced the world. The giant fell face first into the dirt. David ran to him, drew the Philistine's own sword, and finished what he had begun. In that moment, the boy became a hero, but he had always been more than that. He was a vessel of faith. God used the smallest to fell the mighty, not because of strength, but because of spirit. The story of David reminds us all, the battle is the Lord's, and no heart is too small when it beats for him.
What did you learn from this video? Tell in the comment box.
Thanks for watching. Don't miss out. Join our Telegram for updates and support us to improve our content. Links are in the comment box. See you in the next one.